Welcome back to the Trick Talking Meat podcast. I am one of your hosts, Brother John, and with me, as always, the Smoke Show.
Allie.
Greetings. And we got Duke sitting on the other side of the camera who will not be seen. Welcome back, kids. It's been a while. It's been about a month. What have we been doing? We were gone for the Christmas break.
Yep.
Shit happens. Life happens. And now we're back with new content again.
Yep. We've been testing with stuff.
For a sex
to put
toy.
it in that way. No.
Get a rubber fist like he wanted for Christmas.
Oh my god.
No, it was a foot.
Yeah, well, rubber.
Oh my god.
No one should have anything in their anus larger than a floor lamp unless loving dildo.
Oh my god.
So says George Carlin.
But no, so it's been interesting. So we visited a couple of dispensaries
We're
out of town.
Is it weird that when you walk into those places? I have a brother in Seattle, and I go to see him, and it's strange because we go to the dispensary, and it's not really my bag, but, I'll go. And I took, God knows, enough weed naps in high school, but nowadays you go in there, and it's weird because you're buying marijuana with a barcode on it, and that just seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
The thing that's weirdest to me is the, upscale boutique experience.
Yeah, I was about to say
hipster
that.
Now, isn't it?
You walk in, everything's, behind glass. You've got, a salesperson that comes up to you.
Like in
it's
a shirt
buying
and tie.
a cell phone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like he's wearing business casual. It's like, no, this is not the stoner I want to buy my weed from.
And
I want to buy
the
it from the shady guy in the alley.
What kind of experience are you looking for?
Yeah, it's like what do you want to get from this?
High.
What are you looking for?
I just want to get high.
Yeah, right.
Got trouble with your ding dong? Smoke this one. Got trouble with this? Have this one. No, I want to get high.
Right.
I don't need a PhD in this, man. I just want to get stoned and not fucking think about anything.
This is the strand you go for if you want to play The Sims.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Which was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Because you do play The Sims.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
you're like, I'll take 20 of those.
I can never play The Sims. My baby always catches on fire.
I have a hard time getting them to die now.
Really? I used to put them in a basement with no stairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's puts the lotion on her skin, or else she gets the hose again.
There's a lot of crying and not dying.
Yeah.
No, he's slowly starving some sim character down in the basement.
This is what you get. I built that house for 10 minutes.
I buy you a brand damn new microwave and you set the house on fire.
That's right.
You go in the hole.
Sims is way too complicated, but I guess if you had really good weed, that would be what the game you'd want to play.
Yeah. I mean, it would be very like one of the strains that we're trying out is it helps focus. And man, let me tell you,
it's not helped at all, has it?
No, it has.
I haven't felt an experience like that since Adderall.
Really?
Yeah.
So focused.
What did you focus on doing?
I'm still crocheting.
A lot of this,
but
actually.
I did a lot.
Really?
Oh yeah,
he's
been doing a lot of stuff for this.
Pulling up stats, analytics, things I never would have had the attention span to be able to do.
Oh, okay. So I need to get you a big bag of weed then to get you to work.
I mean,
fair enough.
Yeah. Right. But
and I'm not much of a smoker person anymore either. If I was I could ingest some edibles, but I don't think I could. Yeah, my lungs. I was a chain smoker for 20 years, and I can't do that again.
Yeah, I mostly do gummies. But the
ones I go to in Seattle though, man, you go into the store and it's like a whole almost like a mini mart now, because you got your whole sales counter with all the 100 different kinds of smokable weed.
Yeah.
And then your vape pens and all this nonsense. And then the other side, they've got freezers with ice cream in it and candy bars, caramel squares, and just frozen pizzas with weed baked into them, and just it's insane.
Yeah, we got hit up for have you ever tried soda or drinkables or something like that?
Yeah, it's like power.
I think so.
Yeah. And we were like, well,
energy drink.
That's not a bad idea, but I mean, we'd have to chug the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just seems like that kind of counteracts what you would want out of an energy drink, though. You're going to get an energy drink, but it's got weed in it. But wouldn't it make your heart start racing and then get really tired at the same time?
I mean,
the same thing as taking a hit.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean,
oh, you're talking about the Hollywood slut diet?
Yeah.
No, that's what.
Well, at least I know what I am now. Thank you.
That's what they call that: the Red Bull chaser or the ginseng shot in a fucking doobie.
That could be
ginseng shot,
a good nickname, the Hollywood slut.
That's the code there. The Hollywood slut diet. How they stay 25 pounds all year round.
Crazy.
Good to know.
But
I hate Red Bull. I think it tastes like
I
shit.
don't like it either.
I like the blue one. That's it.
I'm a Celsius guy.
Mm.
I'm fiending out. I have a Coke here now, a Mexican Coke, and it is a legit Mexican Coke. I had some
Yep.
lady get pissed at me at the grocery store because I called it that. That's racist. I'm like,
No, it's from Mexico.
no, it's
Bottled
from,
in
bottled and
friggin'
made
Mexico.
in Mexico, and there
it's
is
made
a
with cane
difference.
sugar. It's a
Yeah.
big damn difference.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
our shitty, disgusting Coke we get here, you know. But yeah, she was like, "I'm calling Fox 6, and you're a racist," and blah blah blah.
Please
And
do.
I'm like, please
Right?
do that, please.
In the words of Stan, there's no such thing as bad advertising.
She's trying to take my photo to put me on Facebook and internet so she could blast me for being a racist because I
It's like,
referred to
okay,
it as a racist.
Karen.
The best part of it is the Hispanic girl that was like teenager that was ringing me up even defended it. She's like, "No, it's a Mexican Coke. There's no, he's not saying anything wrong. It comes in a glass bottle. And it's
It's a
bottled in
fact.
Mexico and it has cane sugar
Well,
and
yeah, it is
corn
a
syrup,
fact.
and that's the difference, and that's why they're delicious."
Yes.
It explains what the
Right
Coke is.
now, yeah, I mean, I don't get it. So it's a Mexican Coke, and that's the only way I drink. I'm allergic to corn and soy, so I can't have like regular sodas anymore.
Every fake
'Cause
sugar.
Yeah, it's all corn
Yeah.
syrup and
Yep.
MSGs.
I can't
Yeah.
even have stevia because I
all
have
that
a
nonsense,
ragweed
GMOs and nasty
ragweed
shit.
allergy, and this is thing because people don't know this. If you have a ragweed allergy, you have a stevia allergy.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
There
it
you
gives
go.
me It gives me really bad headaches.
you know what you should do for that?
Mm.
Some weed.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
That's the other thing about going to the, you know, and the years before it was just straight up illegal. I could remember like 20 years ago, he'd take me to these places, and you had to have a medicinal marijuana card to be
Yeah.
able to buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it was dumb because they just have a doctor, like a retiree or somebody on staff that you just, okay, you need to see our doctor first. It's like, oh, my knee hurts. How about some weed?
It's that Key and Peele sketch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Does
and
your
it's
face
exactly
hurt?
like that. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, my knee hurts. How about some weed? I have a slight cough. Oh, you know what would cure that? Some weed. Oh, I think I'm bleeding out both of my eyeballs. You know what you need
Yep.
is some weed.
Yep.
Like anybody could just pay the $20 to the doctor and get him to sign off. It's like, yeah, you should definitely smoke marijuana.
That sounds familiar.
I have to say though, like what's great about it is that, you know, what I've noticed is since we started experimenting, I've done really well health-wise.
Yes.
Like extremely well health-wise. I'm the healthy one while he's the you know.
Yeah. Broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna die way sooner than the two of us.
Yeah.
I mean, look at you. You're young and sexy and virile, and Josh is like a broken down old fucking troll.
I don't think I'm that virile.
I mean, I'm fucking man
There's-
pretty. You know, I'm like fucking, you know, Gandalf or, you know, Merlin. I'm just getting sexier as the years go
Right?
on. Like Sean Connery.
Heck
like,
yeah.
I got called Boffer from The Hobbit the
Get
other
the
day.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, that's serious. Was it Boffer, Bomber, or something like that?
So I don't know, man. If we had weed here, like, we'll be the last state in the union to get a fucking medical marijuana anything, I think.
Yeah.
It just isn't going to happen
Well,
here. And again, we were just
yeah.
discussing it. It sucks because none of the states around us will do it either. Florida is our only hope, is our only holdout. Because everybody I know just goes, oh, yeah, I just drive to Michigan for the weekend, or I drive here and grab it and come back.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do if I had it here all the time.
Like we have a place that we go to here that has
I'd probably spend less on it, if I'm honest.
Right. Is it really that much fun if you could have it every day? I mean, I do know people that smoke weed every day or ingest weed every day, however they
I have to
otherwise.
sleep lately.
For me, it's medicinal. It's actually the long COVID stuff I
Sure.
deal with. I can function as a human being.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Like I can't remember shit without it.
People
it's
say
really
that
bad.
COVID was bogus or it was a conspiracy. They did it to us on purpose. But whatever it is, I had COVID, I think, 4 times in 2
Same.
years.
Yeah.
Like I took the immunization shots. It just,
Yeah.
but I was working in retail still too, part-time.
Yeah.
And I was just still around sick people all the time. And I don't know what it is, but ever since I've gotten COVID, I can only sleep about an hour at a time and I wake up and then I have to go back to sleep again. I have to pee, and maybe it's
Yeah.
just because I'm old. Maybe it's I got like a worn out prostate. That's what it is.
I mean,
I'm just gonna blame COVID.
that clock does tick in. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. When I get up to take a leak now in the middle of the night, it's like Morse code. It's a series of dots and dashes. Maybe that wasn't COVID after all. I'm just old.
Need a diuretic. Smoke some weed.
Maybe I should start smoking some weed. I'll go back to sleep all night again.
Right?
You okay there, guy?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, did you pause or no?
Oh, he's still going.
Oh, yeah. Well, he'll edit.
You okay there? I mean, if you need some weed, that would probably take care of it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You got an allergy problem there, big guy? Some weed.
Do you want to explain it?
Which?
From being up north last week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Is full of like dry blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing with the podcast nation. You know what you need for that? Some weed.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Smoke some weed.
He has animal dander allergies, and when we were up north, we were cleaning up a spot that has,
Well, okay.
because of how destroyed the flooring was and how like soaked in everything that there was cat hair
Oh,
and
yeah.
dog
It's all that
hair
dander
and
and shit
everything.
in your sinuses.
Yeah, his nose has been bleeding ever since.
Is he allergic to cats?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have
Yep.
a cat. That's why you never hang out long.
Oh no, I mean he loves cats and he can handle them for a little bit, but
Right. I'm not a cat person.
I love cats. I've always been
I'm
a
a
cat
dog
person.
person.
Actually, your cats I seem to do fine around.
Well, because my cat never comes around. That fucking thing just hides like constantly. It's
He's
like
also short hair.
I have people. We'll go out of town for a week, and I'll have a lady come by and watch the house, and she'll be like, "I'll text her, and she's like, I haven't seen the cat in 5 days. I know he's here because the food's still missing, but I'm like, he does that. It's a Siamese cat.
Yep.
We had a friend whose cat was like that. It was a ninja.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually didn't believe the cat existed.
Right.
They still
Because-
have
Well,
Icarus.
people here that come
Okay.
over.
They
Okay.
still
know.
have Icarus.
The
Yeah.
cryptid.
The
Yeah.
cryptid.
My
Yep.
wife has a bourbon club, and the people come over here regularly, and they're like, "You have a cat?" And we're like, "Yeah." And like, we've never seen it. I'm like, "That's okay. Neither have we."
Yeah.
But he's here somewhere.
But yeah, so all of that animal dander and stuff like
So
that.
this became a weed episode, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I kind of had that idea in my head, and I
I'm-
figured, why not? I can't think of anything else, and it would be interesting. So
I've been a straight edge person my entire life for the most part. I've been drunk, like I said. I can
Yep.
remember 3 times I've drank in my life, or
I've
the
been
3
the
times I've been
same.
drunk. And weed is the same way. I remember I was sitting with a buddy of mine, my friend from Seattle, as a matter of fact, Mario Enrique. That is not his real name. He just hates being anywhere on the internet. But I remember the first time I smoked weed, they asked me had I smoked weed before him and his roommate. I said, no, I'm good. And my girlfriend was sitting there laughing at me. I was probably
Yep.
I had to be at least 20 years old at that point. And they're like, well, you are tonight.
I was
And
14.
that's when they broke out a gas mask. And I was like,
Oh my god.
I think they were trying to kill me.
They just went all out.
Yeah. They got this ball jar, like,
Meanwhile-
hose and gas. And I swear I was so high, and they were like, I got the munchies. They were like, you need to order some food, man. I'm like, I was trying to order a fucking pizza from a Midas Tire Center. Like, it was bad.
I only tried it once as a teen, and I was 14. And man, you got the gas mask and everything like that. I got a soda can. We
Soda can.
smoked it out of. We made a
Welch's
bong
grape
out of
juice,
soda can.
yeah.
And I spent the
You were
rest of
hanging out
the
with a
night.
MacGyver smoker.
I was hanging out with my sister.
It's like, I need to...
Here I am gonna get my sister in trouble like freaking 30 years later.
Was it half-baked? Said the MacGyver smoker. He's like, I need a snorkel, an avocado,
I-
it's tinfoil, stat. I've made bongs out of less. Hurry.
I was in the back seat laughing my ass off. And my sister, of course, was laughing at that, which made me laugh even harder. And I thought I was going to die from laughing. And then I got really paranoid.
Man, am I the only one who had any kind of a normal experience?
Probably.
Like 21, my siblings took me out to get drunk.
Right.
22, they took me out to get stoned.
Right.
And it was my siblings, and it was,
Yep.
very like I was just sitting on the couch chilling, really enjoying the chill. Meanwhile, my sister is jumping over the couch, paranoid someone's gonna walk up through the door. My brother's trying to chuck stuff out the window.
And that's the other problem with weed, too, is like, when I get high, I just want to sit and stare off into space. I
Yeah.
don't need
Yeah.
any interaction or commentary or anything. Just shut the fuck up and enjoy the ride. You know, that's the whole point, I think.
Yeah.
But my wife is not one of those people. She wants to talk and just
analyze everything.
the whole fucking. I'm like, just shut up.
Time travel. Time travel. Gotta talk about time travel.
Yep. Oh God, no, no. Let's not Donnie Darko this.
No,
man.
if I get high, I'm just gonna probably sit and watch Star Wars for like the 89th time. You know, it's like.
We do that like sober.
Yeah.
I had some
Well, that's just
actually.
it. I think I smoked enough weed when I was a kid, like that I don't really need to now. I can kinda just go back into my head zone space.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
just take
kind
a
of
deep breath
starting-
and, you know.
I mean, it's kind of starting to feel like that lately, but I mean, it's had to be an everyday thing for the past couple of weeks. Just I've been just so stressed and everything like that. That's
let's go through the weed category of films. Did you have Fantasia is probably the top of the list?
like
Why is Disney like the go-to
Yeah.
for all the weed movies and TV shows?
I think it's the animation.
It
Probably.
might be, but it's
think
supposed to be
it's
the
the colors.
kid-friendly, family-friendly
it's
stuff.
the
It's
colors.
because
Oh,
you think
because
about
you
the
know there's
catalog.
hidden shit.
Huh?
There's hidden shit.
Oh well.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
they-
there's that too.
That doesn't necessarily really exist, but when you're on something, it does.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like Wizard of Oz and Dark Side of the Moon?
Oh yeah,
That actually
Yeah.
does work though. Have you tried it?
Or the
No.
what was it? The
I don't
dead
have
body
Pink
in Wizard
Floyd
of Oz.
yet.
Okay, so if you have a copy of Wizard of Oz, get really
Oh,
super.
the Wizard of Oz one too. Yeah,
Right.
I don't have
Okay,
it.
so if you get Wizard of Oz, and you put it up on streaming or whatever,
Yeah.
get really super high, and at the second lion roar of the MGM logo, you start Dark Side of the Moon, and it matches.
Oh, yeah, no, we've never done that.
Well, there you go.
I've always heard about it, but
Well,
I've
now
never
you're
tried
all
it.
stoked because you just went on a field trip and
Yep.
you're supplied. So now you have a homework assignment this evening.
Yeah, to
I
find
forgot
a
to give you
Pink
guys the
Floyd.
Picard series too, by the way.
The what?
Picard
Oh,
seasons.
yeah,
If
that's
you still
right,
want to
that's
borrow
right.
those before you leave, let me remind me, and I'll let
I
you
actually
know.
had someone at work asking, "Hey, are you caught up on Picard?" I was like, "No." Funny you should ask.
Like I said, the first two seasons you could take it or leave it. That third season, holy shit, it was so amazing. It was like wet dream for nerds, Trek nerds.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Disney seems to be the champion of all the weed movies, unless you're going directly to like a Cheech and Chong type flick.
Yeah.
We watched a lot, like especially around October. We watched a lot of like old Vincent Price movies.
Right. Well, that's you were
It's
smoking weed in
like-
October watching horror movies. That's
Like
different.
we were like we've honestly been watching a whole lot more like older films like B movies and stuff like that. And
Tubi's got a whole channel network of that.
yeah, we
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
All
That's
they
what
show
we
is like old
watch.
1940s movies
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
black and white.
The weirdest one was, what was it? Monster Club or something
Monster
like that?
Club, yeah, with Vincent Price and I can't think of his name.
I'll have to get the little like preview snippet that they show of him like explaining the different like
Yeah.
ghouls and vampire like breeding table.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I
It is.
It's like, wow, this is
You know
who's
he had
this on
fun
screen
with
with
that
him?
one though. That and
The old-
it has the stripper at the end that strips down to her bones, but it's all animation.
oh my god, I forgot about that. It's so fucked up.
and Vincent Price was in this.
Yeah,
Mhm. Go Vince.
Vincent Price, and I'm trying to think of who the other actor was, but he was a very well known one
It was
too.
yeah, it was a well known and someone I was like, oh wow, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
expected that. Like Lionel Barrymore or something.
I guess the newer
Yeah.
movies that you would get high to would be like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's
I,
It's a
could,
different- I
I
think
would
it's
be able to
generational
sit
difference.
through it now. Cause,
Especially I made Kelly watch the extended edition.
Yeah.
through,
That's
like,
the only
last
thing
month,
that you
and she-
watch.
But now she's hooked on it because I was like, "You're a Dragon Game of Thrones nerd." Like
yeah,
they totally
Should be
ripped
bread and butter,
that
yeah.
whole thing off of Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
J.R.
Yep.
Tolkien. You know,
Yep.
and so she's into it. Now we're watching that Rings of Power on Amazon, and it's gotten better.
it's good. Yeah,
Are you on the second
We're
season?
on second season
Okay.
now,
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely
big
improved.
difference.
yeah, yeah. That first season, it was hard getting through those first few episodes. But,
Once you got toward the end of the first season, though, it was like, oh damn, okay, yeah.
okay, now they're starting to do the 5 armies. Here's Sauron.
Yeah.
Here's Gandalf.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, it's.
Yep.
I knew that was Gandalf from right out.
Oh
of the gate.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
knew it was
They were
Gandalf
trying-
right
for-
off.
For
she
some
was
of
like,
us,
"No,
it
it's
felt
gotta
too
be."
obvious.
Well, she was arguing with me. I'm like, first of all, you never even read the books. And she's a book junkie. That just blows my mind. Second, like he's sitting there like talking to the fireflies in like the first episode. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
Gandalf, man.
Yeah.
He's just-
Yeah,
that's his move, man. Talking to bugs. Like, go
Yep.
call an eagle and get me the fuck out of here. You know?
yep. No, we knew it was.
That would be like the mod. But when I grew up and I was getting high every day, it was like Tron. That was always at the top of the
Tron,
move.
yeah.
Fantasia, either one of them. or 2000. They're both good.
That and I well, back on Rings of Power. I ship it. Those who know, but I ship it. I ship it really hard.
No, I don't know.
Galadriel and
Well, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
gotcha.
yeah.
Maybe I should have had some weed.
Well, it also helps to be a fangirl too. So
Sure.
See, for me though, Dark City, that was my go-to.
That movie's awesome.
yeah,
Love that movie.
That's yeah, that weird. Are you going into the weird movies while you're high? The Naked Lunch with Peter Weller, RoboCop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a movie off the novel The Naked Lunch, and that is like one of the most bizarre fucking movies you'll ever see.
I'm afraid to look this up.
Oh, you should. It's on Amazon Prime right now. It's
Okay.
freebie. Yeah, it's fantastic. He's a writer and he's on some weird drug-induced trip the whole time. So he's like talking to cockroaches that are like 3 feet tall in his apartment.
Oh my God, Joe's Apartment.
Oh,
I was
that
just
movie's
reminded
sick.
of that movie.
Yeah, I don't like roaches. Those are gross.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was gross, but it was great watching it like a first time.
If you've never seen Peter Weller in The Naked Lunch, it's this bizarre mind fuck of a movie.
Oh, on the subject of like have tos, like is all Reefer Madness.
Oh man, I have that on DVD somewhere.
That's like you
that
have
was the
to.
first movie.
Yeah.
It was the first movie. Like
I think I've seen parts of Reefer Madness.
It's
We've
The Devil's
watched
Cabbage.
parts.
Yes.
they've
yeah.
renamed that movie like 50 times
Yeah.
because
And-
it's public domain now.
Yeah.
So like anybody who wants to release that on DVD or video or whatever, it's like you can retitle it.
I think I
something
lose
weed and-
interest in
Coming
like,
soon
walk
from
away.
Trick Talking Meat.
Right, yeah, right, dude. That's what we need to do. We should do a riff track on fucking our first one on the Reefer Madness.
Reefer
There we go,
Madness.
yeah.
Since
Yeah.
it's legal and you can kind of do
Jeez.
whatever you want with it.
Yeah. Yep.
No, that movie's like I think the original. Like it's a rite of passage.
Right, you have to almost watch
You,
that.
you have to
once.
watch it.
Like I
First
said,
time I
think
ever
I've
saw
only
it was
done
completely clean.
part.
Though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think they made us watch it in junior high.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, but you're also talking back in like the
Well,
mid
yeah,
80s
yeah.
too, late 80s, early 90s, like when you still did that shit in school. Like they
yeah.
had a whole sex ed class and anti-drug. And you remember
Yeah.
the dare cop would come in with all the drugs and show you what the drugs look like, and one of them would become misplaced somewhere before the end of the afternoon.
Scruff
Yeah,
McGruff.
the stuff.
McGruff the crime dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
The stuff. The like films I used to get shown.
The driver's
In
ed
school?
ones were still around when I was in school too, where like they would show you like people going through windshields
yeah.
and shit, and like
Yeah,
getting
they didn't
mangled.
show
They
us
showed
that.
us that in driver's ed
right.
when I was in driver's ed.
Some
when I was
over the top
16.
car accident, and like,
Yeah.
We got films on turning trash into toys.
right.
And then
Like
a
masks
guy.
of grass. And
We watched-
Here's how to turn an egg carton into a Darth Vader mask.
What?
The
Milk
last
jug. Milk jug. It was a
last
milk
one I
jug.
saw like that, I was still working at Publix, and they had an active shooter video.
Oh my god.
Oh my
And it was like
God.
25 minutes long. It was like it like had some production value. This is right
Yeah.
before I left, man. It had like production value. Like had this dude walking up and down the aisle blowing away
Oh, no, yeah,
fucking
I've-
employees
I've-
with an AK-47.
I've
my
had to do
God.
active shooter training, and yeah,
Right.
there's
No.
videos and
And it was like I said, it was like 25 minutes long the
Yeah.
first year we saw it. Then the next year it was trimmed down to about 7 minutes. And then by the time I left, it was like a 3-minute video because some fucking crybaby in Florida
oh,
probably
no,
told their
they've
mom
got
and dad.
Probably.
they've got it back up to like 25 to 45 minutes now. Like there's a full story.
Yeah, like this dude
And,
comes
like, you
in
get,
and he like
you know,
sees the guy in
exterior shots
Flora.
and-
Yeah, blows the guy away in floral, and then the
Yeah.
cops run in there, and there's employees hiding in the office and under desks and shit, and there's like flight, fight, or flee, you know.
Yeah.
and
See,
all-
I-
Yeah, and
I've-
they've got actors for each personality
Yeah.
type, or
Yeah. It was-
assemblage. Like there's 3 different groups, and they're like different combinations.
but it was fucking
Yeah.
hardcore, man. It was
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay.
I have not seen one, so not an active shooter one, but
Now-
the car accident one, and then they brought in a guy with one arm who lost it, in an accident, but it was like
That
yeah.
reminds me of Igor. You remember him? Do you remember Igor? Randy? One-armed Randy?
Vaguely, I think.
He was driving home one night, and I guess he had his arm on the window, and he rolled the car, and he went downhill, ripped his whole arm
Oh
off
my
with the
God.
fucking shoulder. Yeah.
Damn.
We all called him. Well, he was called Igor even
Aw.
before that, but now then it went after it happened.
Oh.
Fuck when we call him Igor, the one-armed handicap hero. I love Randy. He was a good dude. But you know what? He never broke his stride either, man. He was just like whatever, And he'd like, "Want to come over and play video games?" I'm like, "You you've only got one arm, Randy. And he's like, no, I can do it. And he did.
Hey, you make it work.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
mean, he's
yeah,
like,
no.
you know,
Don't
when
know
you only have one
how.
arm, he'd tell me, he's like, you figure shit out real quick. So yeah, he could put the controller on his knee and he could sit there and still
Yep.
play.
Yeah.
And he was still just as good at fucking fighting games and all that shit. Like, he'd still whip your ass. Like,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
I've learned to play with my toes before.
Right.
Yep.
And then I think he ended up dying in a house fire a few years ago. So he's a
I
good
didn't know
guy,
that.
though. I miss
Yeah.
Randy.
Man.
He's probably smoking weed, though, when it happened, though. So, you know, good for him. Weed
Yeah.
makes everything okay.
I mean, I'd probably fall asleep and not be able to wake up during a
If I was
house
going to die,
fire,
I was in a
you
house
know?
fire, and believe me, if I was going to die in one, I'd rather be high and fucking,
Right.
you know, not know that it was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The was it Jack Whitehall method? If you know you're going out, just go out in a blaze of every drug you can put in your system.
Yep.
Sure.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you told me I had, like, stage 4 cancer and I've got, like, 3 months, you bet your ass I would.
Yep.
That would get me before cancer would, I can tell you.
Heck yeah. I mean, live it up. I mean, it's what are they gonna do? It's that it's bad for your health. I mean,
All right, what have we learned today? Weed is good.
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
We need more of it.
Now do it responsibly, though.
Do you think Trump would win the country over if he actually did legalize weed everywhere federally? And that's the end of the politics for the show.
Yeah, yeah. We keep
Yep,
it
that's
small.
as far as we go. Don't
That's-
worry about it. You won't hear much from us.
Right. But yeah, I think the deal with weed is that they can't tax it is the problem.
Yeah.
Or at least they could, but anybody can grow it
I mean,
themselves.
it's like for here,
Well-
it's just like
Well,
getting
this is
a
legal thing in
lottery.
South
When
here.
we have a lottery, all of that money goes towards like the roads
Schools,
and the
roads,
schools and everything like that. I mean,
That's heathen stuff. This
We
is the
could-
Bible
Well,
Belt.
we've got a habit here of
shooting ourselves in the foot.
was it cutting our nose to spite our face?
Yeah, yeah.
or something like that. Whatever that
I
is.
think that's the saying.
Right.
Whatever it
Yeah.
means. We
But
gotta
the-
have some
just
weed
shooting
to
ourselves in the foot.
figure it
you
out.
know?
Yeah,
Like, oh, we need this, but we're not doing that.
but it
That would be the
does.
solution, but we're not doing it.
It does have medicinal effects, and honestly, like
It's just a plant.
I know it's
At the
crazy
end of the day,
though.
it's just a plant.
But I mean, I've been ill for how long has it been?
Right.
Like since I was 26
Right.
was when everything started, and I've not felt like this.
And ever since she started smoking weed, now she can jump off the dresser and land on your balls. It's fantastic.
I can. I probably
Doing
could.
cartwheels through the room and
I probably could. Actually, I am with the cartwheels. I mean, I am doing
she's gonna
aerial
do
stuff.
a Eddie Guerrero frog splash off the nightstand tonight, man. You're in trouble.
But yeah, I mean, it's honestly, I think they just really need to legalize it and make it national, and just that way, and that on top of it, that way people just shut up
Of course,
about
if
it.
they
It's
did
been
do it,
doing
if
it
they,
for like
if they legalized weed tomorrow nationally, it would just get ruined by tobacco companies. And that's the
well,
other
yeah,
reason I think
yeah.
they don't do it, is because there's so much money in tobacco. Like they're like,
Yeah.
no, we're not gonna let. But you
Well,
don't think
that's-
even for a
that's
second that
why-
R.J. Reynolds wouldn't be doing marijuana Marlboro cigarettes.
you think
yeah.
Marlboro
No,
didn't put
they'll-
money into reefer madness?
They're ready to snap up those.
I
The
think
oil companies are ready to snatch up the electric companies if EV becomes bigger.
Yeah.
Right. Well, again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Go out and drive to a nearby state and buy a bag of weed, apparently.
Yep. Go for it.
Yeah,
Have
I'm not
fun.
telling you to buy weed.
Do
I
it
guess
in
you
your
should.
own home.
Do it in your own home.
Be responsible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe at like a Doobie Brothers concert. But other than that, are they even a thing anymore? Do the Doobies even exist?
Yeah, I think they still
Probably,
like
I want
tour
to say
here
it
and there.
might be it's like the second cousin's nephew.
Oh,
Oh
right.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Leonard Skinner. There's
Like
no
Leonard
actual
Skinner and-
original
and
founding
yeah.
members
Yeah.
anymore. Would it play you guys? Would it kill you guys to play some fucking Fog Hat? Take it easy, kids. Be safe. We'll see you next week.
Bye. I think that was good.
That turned into a weed episode real
I can-
quick.